Hey, Judd here, Student Ministries Guy at Central Baptist. Hope you've been able to tune into these videos and see some of the stuff of Central Student Ministries. If you haven't watched any of those yet, please go to check into those. The last thing I want to talk to you about, though, if you've been watching them consistently, is it's not necessarily a structure piece. It's kind of more of a backbone or just something that's important about how we run Central Student Ministries. And that's a thing called Plan to Protect. Plan to Protect is it's kind of our assurance of integrity in ministry. It's us trying to really model integrity well and really just have integrity in the way that we live life with each other, and especially in the way that we live life with children and youth, minors who are under 18. There's lots of things I could talk about this, but just the big thing I want you, especially as parents, to hear, and even as students to hear, is that we want to take very, very seriously how we model integrity. We want Central Student Ministries to be a place where families know that they are safe, where they are in a place that they are safe and that people can be trusted and all that sort of stuff. So some of the ways that we do that is all of our leaders there's a vetting process where they need to apply, and we have background checks and that sort of stuff. So that's an important piece to that. We do training for just how we do ministry so that we are modeling integrity well. So that's definitely a piece. Another piece is just really trying to be thorough in communicating and knowing what's happening. So anytime that we're going off-site from our primary locations, and again this year our primary locations are houses, so you'll know what those addresses are. But if say that junior high group is going to go bowling, when they're not going to be at that primary site, we want to communicate that well with you, and we want to make sure that you, the families and parents of friends that are coming, we want to make sure that you know the details of what we're doing. So you should be familiar with this if your kid has ever gone on a field trip. There's permission forms that give all that details, and just where we have a record of you giving us consent that they can go. So those are coming. Last year we did this, and we actually did a really good job of having those come in pretty consistently. So if you can just always be paying attention to those informed letters of consent, just fill those out and bring them in. That way we don't have any problems. And then the last piece that we do is we track who's at what events. We just want to make sure that we know who's there. That's a good thing to do, just even in terms of consistency in relationships, so that we can follow up with people and just be living life together well. But it's also just this thing to do for safety measures, just so that we know who's at what events and that sort of stuff. So just please remember to students, remember to sign into our events. Parents, remind your kids to sign into events. And then also there's a family registration form where we just get all of your information, so that if you have allergies or if for any reason we would ever need your Alberta healthcare number, we get all that from you. So we did do that last year, but we have to do that every year because there's some things that you consent to. So that's something that we have to do every year. So sorry that it might feel tedious to fill out a form again, but really it's one page front and back. I think you can handle doing that every 12 months. So those are available. I'll be emailing those out, and they're on the website and that sort of stuff. So if you can please print those out, fill them out, hand them in as soon as you can. That'd be fantastic. So yeah, just please join with us in trying to model integrity incredibly well, so that we can really be reflecting the character of Jesus as we live life together, and that we can be a place where people feel safe and trusted and trustable. So that's just a really important piece to what we're doing. So Plan to Protect, letters of consent, registration form, all that good stuff. So thanks for tuning in.